Good morning. Today I want to remind you what 2 stars and a wish is. We did this in the Learning Center before we left for distance learning, so I just want to take a quick minute just to remind you. 2 stars. What does 2 stars mean? Well, it means that it's the positive. What are something that your partner did in their writing that was really good? So you could say, I really liked the way you blank. Or I noticed that you blank. So, for an example, this would be I noticed how you talked about the door and you gave good sensory details about what it looked like, what it smelled like. Good job. Or I thought it was interesting how you had your characters talking to each other. I didn't think about adding dialogue. I really thought that was a good job. All right. So those are your 2 stars. You're talking about and you're being very specific. So it's not just, I like the way how you wrote. Well, that's not very specific, is it? So you want to make sure you're as specific as possible to your partner's writing and tell them why. Now, when you give a wish, you're thinking about how can they improve their writing. So maybe you have an idea that they haven't thought about before. So how could they improve? So, for example, it would be great if you had the characters use dialogue and talk to each other. Right now, they're not, and part of a narrative is for them to talk to each other. Or I think you might want to add some sensory details. How was the character feeling? Were they nervous? Were they happy? Could, instead of saying they were happy, could you show that they were happy, that they had a smile on their face, or that they were jumping up and down? Or could you show that they were scared? They had a nervous tummy. They were shaking. Could you show how they were nervous? So those are how would you would give an explicit explanation on how they can improve, being very specific, guys. All right, those are the 2 stars and a wish. Looking forward to reading them.